Now it's time for the next Commander deck of Doctor Who Universes Beyond. This is Blast from the Past, which contains the first 8 Doctors. I was actually watching a few episodes of this today. I subscribed to the BritBox service so I could watch Doctor Who Classic and brush up on a few episodes, so I am ready to dive into this. Okay, a bit of a confession here. The camera was not recording when I opened the box initially, so let's pretend like we're opening this for the first time. Don't worry, the cards are still in the plastic back there. Okay, so here we go. Here's the Plane Chase card. So we've got the Pyramid of Mars. Caught in a Parallel Universe. This is a phenomenon, which means you do the thing, and then you planeswalk to the next thing. Gardens of Tranquil Repose on the planet Necros. We have the Spectrox Mines on the plane of Androzani Minor. Coal Hill School on the plane of Earth. Now, I think this is the first time that we're seeing the plane of Earth, right? I'm fairly certain that there have not been plane chase cards that have said Earth before. Unit Headquarters, also on Earth. The Cheetah Planet, outside Mutter's Spiral. The Antarctic Research Base on Earth. The Cave of Skulls. Okay, so I watched a few episodes of the very first season, so I recognize this. I know what the Cave of Skulls is. Yay for me. The TARDIS Bay on Gallifrey. And back to the Pyramid of Mars. And here were the cards that were in the little collector sample pack that I got in here. So the first one being River Song. Would have been nice to have a foil, but what are you going to do? And Fornox. It says, interesting that they're bringing Vanishing back in this set. And of course, we got the little insert here, which gives us some history on the characters, and also how to kind of play the deck. Gives you some advice on how to do that. The spin down life counter here, featuring the 4th Doctor. Here's the deck box, once again, featuring the 4th Doctor. And the main event, it's the deck. So let's crack this open, and we're going to zoom in a little bit here. All right. I swear I never get tired of this, opening cards for the first time. You get to smell that new card smell right out of the package. Okay. Let's start things off here with the 4th Doctor. Pretty. And the companion, Sarah Jane Smith. She's really good. She's one of my favorite companions out of this whole set here. All right, then we have Banished to Another Universe. That's quite the hefty punishment for a crime there. Time Lord Regeneration. Regenerating always is a taxing procedure upon the Doctor. Usually makes him rather weak. Displaced Dinosaurs. Sonic Screwdriver. Yet another. This is a variant art. A bunch of different pieces of art used for Sonic Screwdriver. Or Laser Screwdriver. And the TARDIS needs no explanation. Swords to Plowshares. Another card just seems to... You just can't reprint it enough in Commander. It's always going to be a few bucks. Same with Path to Exile. Having both in the same pack. Great. Good job. They've realized that's always going to be some of the best white removal. Return to Dust. I know some people have moved away for this. I still think Return to Dust has a place. Not in all decks. Not in all of them, but in some. Explore. Nice. 3 Visits. Another card that just can't reprint enough. If you're playing green, you need 3 Visits. Or you want 3 Visits. Arcane Signet. Soul Ring. Talisman of Unity. Hero's Blade. Talisman of Progress. Man, all these talismans. This is great that we're getting all of the reprints of these talismans. They're needed in the ecosystem. Thought Vessel. Mind Stone. Thriving Isle. Romana 2. Oh, companion there. Interesting. Joe Grant. Some great art there. I'm going to use that just for the art. Tegan Jovanka. Barbara Wright. Ian Chesterton. Perry Brown. Crisis of Conscience. The Caves of Androzani. The War Games. Trial of a Time Lord. The Night of the Doctor. Traverse Eternity. This is a great card draw spell. I like this. I think if you're playing with, let's say a commander with CMC 5 or higher, I think this is worth running, right? Guarantee. If you're paying 4 to draw 5, totally. K9 Mark 1. This is really good. I have yet to find the best doctor to pair this with, but I think this is great just in general for just regular commander decks. We'll likely run that for aggro-based. Adric, Mathematical Genius. Nissa of Traken, or is it Traken? You can let me know in the comments. Reverse the Polarity. 500-Year Diary. Very specific to a clue deck, but can be pretty powerful in one. An Unearthly Child. I think it's the first episode, right? Isn't that the first episode, first Doctor, An Unearthly Child? Leela, Sevateem Warrior. Ace, Fearless Rebel. Susan Foreman. Man, a lot of really good companions in this box. The 5 Doctors. Jamie McCrimmon. The Sea Devils. City of Death. Ooh. Gallifrey Stands. I might make a deck with this as an alternate win condition and see if I can pull it off. That's going to be really hard, but, you know, might be able to do it. Alistair the Brigadier. The First Doctor. In color. There's also the version of him, the showcase version is in black and white. The Second Doctor. The Third Doctor. The Fifth Doctor. The Sixth Doctor. The Seventh Doctor. Gee, I wonder what's next. The Eighth Doctor. Vrestin, Menoptra Leader. Is it pronounced Menoptra or is it Menoptra? Let me know in the comments. Don't know the pronunciations of all these. Sergeant John Benton. I watched an episode with him today, so I do recognize him there. Fighting a giant robot. The Curse of Fenric. Duggan, or is it Dugan? Duggan, right? Because it's double G. Duggan, Private Detective. Bessie, the Doctor's Roadster. Ace's Baseball Bat. Gallifrey Council Chamber. Day of Destiny. Heroic Intervention. All right. Another Heroic Intervention reprint. Nice. Time Wipe. Heroes Podium. Trenzalore Clock Tower. I mean, there's no reason not to run one of these copies, right? Like, even if likely not going to pull it off. You may as well. It comes into play untapped. Twice Upon a Time. Port Town. Exotic Orchard. Temple of Enlightenment. Fortified Village. Prairie Stream. People were pointing this out earlier. So these don't, some of the versions of this don't have the tap to add white or blue. And I think just because it says Plains Island, that's the reason why. It's kind of a given because that's just like reminder text right there, right? So you don't have to include reminder text. Canopy Vista. Sungrass Prairie. Temple of Plenty. Irrigated Farmland. See, I like that they're even including these, okay? Because for newer players, if you get a couple fetch lands, yes, these come in tapped, but you can fetch for them, right? So it helps you with your mana fixing. So I even appreciate these, and they cycle. So I think these are still worth putting into the Commander Precons. Temple of Mystery. Vine Glimmer Snarl. Not so much the Snarls, though. The problem is the Snarls, I feel like they're only good in, like, the 2-color decks. This is a 3-color deck. So I really feel like the value of the Snarls diminishes significantly. Scattered Groves. Celestial Colonnade. Oh, I haven't seen this art yet. Wow, that's really pretty. That's a nice reprint. I like that. Deserted Beach. Again, I think these are actually worth putting in the precons. 2 or more other lands. That's not that difficult of a bar to set for having this come into play untapped. Glacial Fortress, good one. Horizon Canopy, yes, again a good one. Like the land bases in this is really surprisingly good. Overgrown Farmland, again, totally can see this in a precon. Absolutely. Waterlogged Grove. You get card draw. Yeah, I love these. You get card draw and the fixing. Dreamroot Cascade. Sky Cloud Expanse. Thriving Grove. Okay, for 3 colors, this makes sense, right? See, the Groves make sense in the 3-color. I feel like the Snarls do not. Or the versions of the Snarls. Thriving Heath. Ash Barrens, of course. You want an Ash Barrens in most decks, many decks. Seaside Citadel. Okay, yep, comes into play untapped. That's fine because it gives you 3 colors. Command Tower. Path of Ancestry. And I believe the rest are just the basics. Let's take a look here. Basic. Yep, these are all basic. And of course, we're going to take a look at the 4th Doctor's thicker card. Let's see if we can catch the light on it here without it blinding you guys. I'm going to try and turn it over just a little bit. Just a little bit so you can kind of see the texture of it there. Nice. Looks good. And let's see, taking a look at some of the tokens here, I believe this is the first of this type of treasure token that I've seen out of all the boxes. So I think that's something very specific to what's going on in this box. The mutants as well. I think these 3/3 mutants with Death Touch. I don't know I can't remember if I've seen them before in these boxes. The alien insect. I love the attention to detail, even just in the tokens that they've got in this set. They're so, on point. Human Rogue. 2/2 Human Rogue. Warrior, copy. Alien Salamander. A 2/2 with Island Walk. I don't remember what all these cards that make all these tokens are, but it's great that they've got the specific tokens for everything. All right, so you know which question is coming. Out of the 8 doctors that are in here, just based on their mechanics, all right? You may have your favorite character, but based on their mechanics, Which one of these doctors speaks to you? Which one do you think is the most interesting to you that you are likely to make a commander deck in the future of? Let me know in those comments. I'm going to be interested to hear your perspectives.